Hello, I'm Kristin and welcome to my channel on healing my body and mind through nutrition and exercise. Welcome to my channel if you've been following along. Welcome if you are new. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, follow along, and comment. I love to hear where you are on your journey. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Love to get them answered for you. So today I wanted to talk a little TMI. I know that the other day I talked about bowel movements and how being on carnivore, it's gotten so much better with my microscopic colitis, and that most of my poos are normal, and that is not normal for me because usually it's anywhere from soft to watery. Well, I should have knocked on wood when I spoke to you because today my stomach was hurting. I didn't even get to finish my delicious breakfast. New recipe out on A Girl's Kitchen. Check that out over on Instagram. The link is in the bio. But I had to run to the bathroom, and earlier it was a little soft, but still in the normal range. And then, so frustrating with microscopic colitis. If you have any type of like gut issues like mine, you know how frustrating it can be. Even being on carnivore, it's not 100% better, but it has gotten better. With that said, so I have noticed this, and I've noticed this before I started carnivore. I noticed that any time before or during my period, so this video is very, very much for women. So maybe listen to it for your wife if she has any gut issues, or girlfriend or whatever. I noticed that right before or during my period that my stomach gets messed up. And in the past, my immune system dropped and all these things. So my gut, my microscopic colitis still kind of flares up around my period. So I'm like, let me look at the app that I have where it projects more or less when I'm going to get my period. So I am about 5 days away from getting my period. So not even a full week. And my stomach, right? So there's something with my period and my gut and microscopic colitis that just no bueno, no bueno. So I asked ChatGPT about what I think is possibly causing it. And I actually didn't ask it about dairy. I did have dairy, so I should have probably asked it, but we're going to focus mainly because I think that it's the bacon and or my coffee. So today I had a little bit more coffee than I normally do. And my usual bacon. I should have asked about dairy because I also had my heavy cream, and today's recipe was a crusty cheese omelet. So it had cheese. So let's find out what ChatGPT said. Let's actually ask it to add a dairy. And let's see what it says. So it says, both bacon and coffee can potentially affect your guts, especially if you have microscopic colitis or other gut sensitivities. And it says dairy might also affect your gut, which I kind of already knew. You don't have to tell me, but I love dairy. Okay, I know when I go to do the Lion Challenge in October, remember we're doing the Lion Challenge October 1st. So if you want to join me, send me a message over on my Instagram or on Nostr. That information is in the description as well. There's not going to be any coffee. There's not going to be any dairy. So I will find out in those 30 days how sensitive I am when I go to reintroduce them. So let's start off. Bacon, my lovely bacon. High fat content. Bacon's fat content can be challenging to digest and might worsen symptoms like microscopic colitis for some individuals. So usually I am okay with bacon. I haven't had any issues up until I'm close to my period. The additives, obviously, if it has nitrates, it could irritate the gut lining or trigger inflammation. I buy nitrate free, so in my case, thankfully, that is most likely not the case. And the salt, the high sodium content in bacon might lead to water retention and bloating, potentially exacerbating colitis symptoms. Alrighty, we know. Coffee. Caffeine. The caffeine in coffee can stimulate the digestive tract, increasing bowel movements, which might aggravate colitis symptoms. Acidity in the coffee could irritate the stomach lining and contribute to gut discomfort. And I don't have any additives like sugar or flavorings, but I do add my heavy cream, and that may potentially cause discomfort as well. And dairy. So for here, it does say lactose intolerance. Obviously, people who have that have difficult digesting lactose. I personally have not had those kind of issues with just cheese. And some people might get inflammation. The mucus. Dairy can increase mucus productions in some people, which might contribute to digestive discomfort. So, hormonal changes before your period can increase gut sensitivity. It's what I have. I know it's what I have. Making it more reactive to certain foods, including bacon, coffee, and dairy. So, those three things that I had today is probably what triggered it. So, now I have to be aware of my next period because I'm already there 5 days before my projected period. It is what it is. Today happens. We're moving past it. But come next month, I'm going to make sure to see when I have my period. I'm going to put a reminder on my phone to not have any of these things. Or should I do like one and not the other two and see if I have a reaction? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What should I do? I'll see. But so this might trigger the microscopic colitis symptoms. And if you're noticing a pattern, it can be beneficial to eliminate one at a time to see if your symptoms improve, which is what I just said. So I think I'm going to listen to chat here, my BFF. And I think I'm going to do one at a time come October. I'm not going to have any of them. So I'll definitely see what it does for me without any of that stuff. But come next month, and maybe even tomorrow, since I'm still projected a few days, I think that tomorrow I won't do bacon or cheese, and I'll just have a little bit of my coffee, although I have coffee with cream. Oh, this is so hard. It's so hard. I know that I come in here to give you guys information, but I'm also just kind of venting here because if you are on this journey like me, it's not easy, right? We all go through these struggles of the things that we like and eliminating them, even if we know that they don't do our gut any good. So it is what it is. I will keep you posted on this whole TMI subject, but it is natural, right? It is natural for all of us to go poo. It is natural for all of us to have, not all of us, but a lot of people have gut issues. And so I want to come here and be honest with you and talk to you and tell you what is going on with my body and try to figure this out, maybe even together, or maybe just talking out loud to you. Sometimes a little light bulb goes off in my head and I realize what I need to do or what I need to stop doing. So thank you for listening to me today on my Kristin Talk. And I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I will see you again tomorrow.